Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the FBC Centre. Here, it's our first of our triple header coming up. It's Kings Thirds against Windsor Monarchs. We welcome you wherever you're coming from for this live stream. Just a couple minutes to go. But before we get started on that, let's just have a little chat on what the situation and where it lies currently between these teams in Division 3 South. So a quick look at the table here. Very early in the season, obviously. A couple of games have been played so far by Thames Valley Kings and the Folkestone Arrows. And a couple of teams have been played by Windsor Monarchs and Sussex Bears. Of course, Ace's second team. Very early in the season so far. Thames Valley Kings third are currently leading the table on points difference, but that is probably going to change. There's a lot of weekend matches today and over the weekend, as we will get you kind of sorted for this. So this weekend's fixtures. Today we've got the Kings Thirds against the Monarchs, obviously the game you're watching right now. Folkestone Arrows are in action against Sussex Bears 2 at 12:30. And Ace's second team are up against the Brixton Ballers. That's scheduled for 1:30 today. Nearly a full matchup. Well, it is actually a full fictional matchup. There's only 7 teams in the team, so obviously the Hampshire Harriers aren't playing because there isn't anybody to play against. There's only 7 teams in this division. The other 6 teams are playing all today. And just to let you know, Thames Valley Kings Third's next fixture will be against the Hampshire Harriers on December the 4th, right here at the FBC Centre. We are just waiting for officials to start, so hopefully that won't be too long. I see that the countdown clock has stopped here, so it might be a case that we're having to wait a few minutes for this game to kick off. This is, of course, the first of the triple header. Here at the Thames Valley Kings, we would like to thank for the continuing support of Gazkaz Promotional Wear. All our leisure wear comes from Gazkaz. Great little outfit based in Newbury. And the guy has been supporting us for a number of years and was so ecstatic that we managed to get to Premier League. And thank you for him for all his support. We also want to thank Dav's Farms. These guys have given us a donation that paid for our new laptop that allows us to do live stats for our Premier League game. Recently, we were involved in a local co-op funding group. We've got over £4,000 from those guys. Thank you very much. And also thank you for Berkshire Community Foundation. I have just had somebody run from the table next to me. We'll be back shortly. Hi everybody, just been informed by the table we're waiting on a referee who's about 1 minute away from the FBC Centre. We're going to talk to the referees now to see if we can do it as a one-man crew to begin with, and she can join in later. Our referees today are Francis and Nikki. It's going to be up to the referees whether we start. We might have a small delay there, which we do apologise for, but these things happen. It's live sport. So as you can see, everybody here is currently just waiting for the games to start. I believe Nikki has just arrived. She's just come into the shot there. So we should be able to start in a few minutes. And we hope this is going to be a good one. It's East meets West. The Battle of Berkshire, so to speak. King's third team will be looking to make a statement here in the division with a win here. Monarchs will be looking for the chance to put a win on the score sheet. This one's going to be a fantastic matchup, and we welcome Windsor Monarchs here to the FBC Centre, as well as you watching from home. Thank you for joining us for this game between the Thames Valley Kings third team and the Windsor Monarchs. This is BWB National League Division 3 South. We're just going to wait for the referees just to get ready. We thank them for joining us and for travelling up to be able to officiate this match. As this is a Division 3 match, there will be no 24-second clock. In effect, you will see the 24-second clocks out. They will only be used currently for the Prem game, I believe. I'll get confirmation from the Division 2 if we're going to be using 24-second clocks there. Got a couple of updates for you on the live stream. We apologise to the Owls for not knowing the names of the players. I have got a special little sheet here. I can give you the players' names. Also, the Monarchs, just like the Kings, have the names of the players on the backs, which actually helps us very much. So, yeah, thanks, Ben. How you doing, my friend? We're all going, mate. You're live. Please do not swear, like Channel 4 or Big Brother. Going to see this one. We're going to get started in 2 minutes here. Oh, we hope this is going to be a fantastic game. We can give you the starting lineup now for the Monarchs. We've got Ben Harris, number 23. Mark Gillard, number 10. Stuart Deward, number 31. And I'm going to probably butcher this guy's name, and I apologise for doing it, Peter. But Peter Smorthit, I think is how you pronounce it, number 33. And Andrew Long, number 21. That is the starting lineup for the Monarchs. They haven't given me the starting lineup for the Kings, unfortunately, but I can probably give you those as they come on the court. As the Kings, if we can get the cameraman, the lovable Wren, to just go to the Kings there. They're all doing their last-minute exercises and warm-ups. And we thank everybody for joining here. I'm just going to give you a very quick look again at the Division 3 table. Thames Valley Kings, 2 wins from 2. Windsor Monarchs currently looking for their first win of the season. And we look forward for this one. It's going to be close. Like I said, Battle of Berkshire. East meets West. This one's going to be a cracking game. And we're so glad you can join us here for this game in Division 3 South. First of one of our triple header matches. I hope my voice lasts today. I'm going to go straight bang in. Got some new things as well. We've also got a little shot clock available for us as well. You can see now we've got the shot clock, we've got the scores, as well as a makeshift timer. We will be syncing this timer with the game clock as it goes. It is controlled by myself on the streaming side, so if there is a few seconds that are incorrect, please bear with us. We will be syncing it regularly with the game clock as we move forward. The buzzer has just gone. This one's going to get underway in a few seconds. We hope this one is going to be a cracker. Just sorting out a game ball here. Just to let you guys know, Thames Valley Kings' third team, their head coach is Jacqueline's going to Cass MBE. Team manager, currently still waiting to get sign off on his level 1 coaching course, is Liam Barker. But I expect Liam, with the vast amount of knowledge he has on this game, will be probably sitting up and giving some coaching style here as well as we do the ceremonial handshake at the start of this game. We hope this is going to be a cracker. As I've said multiple times already, the Battle of Berkshire, West meets East. We hope this one is going to be a cracking game. Referees today, Francis and Nikki, an all-women crew.
What have we got on the table today, Pete?
And on the table today, I should really say, we've got Nikki on the table, as well as the lovely Vicky Thomas. Vicky will be doing the score sheet, and Nikki the game clock. We're just sanitising the ball here. We'll be regularly just cleaning the ball down of part of our COVID watch. And this one will be starting in probably a couple of minutes here. Some banter between the referees and the players. It's always good to see. We've got a spillage on here on the Monarchs bench. We're sorting that out as well. As Grant Barker walks past the screen, he's wearing his cargo pants today. He's looking extra fly. So, Kings starting five. We have got Chris Nash. We got Denise Dremes, Peter Rapley, Wayne Barden and Joe Humphreys. So pretty experienced Kings side here. If you are at the FBC Centre or if you're in the FBC Cafe, be sure to check out the matchday programme that we have here. We have a player feature today on our only Hall of Famer, Joe Humphreys, as well as information on our latest results and next matches. All the information you need on today's matches, including the referees, as well as who are the Kings and our sponsors. So if you are in the FBC Centre and you do see a match day programme, make sure you do pick one up. Okay, this one is going to get underway. There's a small thing on the court there that Francis is just kicking off. I think it's a leaf. Okay, we're going to get started underway here. It's going to be Thames Valley Kings third against Windsor Monarchs. It's going to be Long and Rapley doing the tip-off here. And Peter Rapley wins the tip-off. We're going here. Joe Humphreys brings the balls up. It's a long throw to Chris Nash, but it's retrieved by Wayne Burton. Wayne into Peter Rapley. Peter Rapley with the ball up. It's a foul, and it's Peter Rapley to the line for two shots. It's a foul on 23. That is Mr. Harris. It's Peter Rapley for two. First one, straight in. Oh. Just going to reset the clock here. Peter Rapley. Shot goes up, hits the rim, comes down. It's from Peter Small hit. The ball goes out. It's going to be a Kings ball. And there's a travel call there on Joe Humphreys. We're just going to reset the clock to the correct time. Ball goes in. And it's Ben Humphreys bringing the ball up for the Windsor Monarchs. And Harris goes off court there. And it's going to be a Kings ball. And Wayne Barden will bring the ball in. Ball goes to Peter Rapley. Peter Rapley with the ball for Kings. Into Dramus. Dramus with the shot. And it's a 3-second violation. And the ball continues to go up. It's going to be number 10, Gillard, who's going to bring the ball up for Monarchs. And Peter Rapley with a block, goes to Wayne Burton, goes over to Chris Nash. And Chris Nash over to Denise, who will bring it over the halfway line. Goes to Chris Nash, who deflects it off to Wayne Burton. Wayne Burton now with the ball. Shot goes up, hits the rim, comes down. And it goes over to Gillard. He'll want to get the shot off. He does, but it reflects down and goes to Peter Rapley. It looks like it's going to be a foul on number 10, Gillard, for the Monarchs. We reset the clock here. Ball goes into Nash. Nash hits the rim, comes down to Denise. Dramus with the shot. Dramus with the two. So it's Smothitt with the ball here for the Monarchs, who goes into Gillard. Gillard hits the rim, comes down. Peter Rapley collects for 10 Valley Kings. Goes over to Dramus. Dramus gets the ball here. Over to Rapley, hits his face and bounces off. And it's going to be a Monarchs ball. Ball comes in. Shot goes up, hits the rim, comes down. It goes over to Joe Humphreys. Humphreys over to Rapley. Rapley spins it, gets the reflection off the chair, but goes to Dramus. Dramus to Rapley. Rapley now. Oh, and it's not going to be a foul there. .6:24 left on the clock. Yeah. Ball is with Gillard here with the Monarchs. Over to number 21, who is Long with the ball into Peter. Gets the ball up, but doesn't get the shot off. Goes to Rapley goes to Nash with the rebound. Dramus brings the ball up. She is picked off by Peter Smothitt. Three seconds in the key called. It's going to be a Kings ball. And that is and it's a timeout here for the Monarchs. And chance for the players to have a bit of a breather here. And also just quick little message here, just a quick thank you to the Newbury Weekly News, the Wokingham Paper and Kenny Radio for their continuing support of the Thames Valley Kings. So we go back to the action here. .541 left, Kings up by 4. Rapidly bring the ball up for Kings here. Ball goes up, straight in for 2. It goes in. Play is free, but Chris Nash picks that one out. And it's Chris Nash who'll bring the ball up. I apologise if my commentary hasn't been at top notch right now. I'm worried about getting this game shot clock sorted more than anything. Hopefully I'll get a bit of practice in. And the ball is picked off of Joe Humphreys by Long. And it's Harris bringing the ball up for Gillard. Gillard's here. Picked off by Peter Rapley. And the ball goes loose. But it is going to be a Monarchs ball, I believe. Ball 57 left on the clock. As Harris goes off for number 20, which is Cullen. Goes in, shot goes up, hits the rim, comes down, is collected. He went out of bounds before coming back on court, so it's going to be a Kings ball. As Kings brings the ball up with Peter Rapley. Just ignore the clock on the screen there. We've actually got 4.5 minutes to go. It just didn't reset properly. As Rapley brings the ball over to Joe Humphreys. Now Joe is very comfortable with those corner shots. He'll try his luck here. And does. Hits the rim, comes down, is collected by number 20 Cullen. So Cullen brings the ball up. Ball is picked out. It goes off Peter Rapley's chair, but it's picked up by Smoldet gets it, and it goes in. It's sunk. It's a 2. So what we're going to do is just going to let the clock catch up. It's just under 4 minutes. The clock is out by about 5 seconds on the screen, just to let you know, as Peter Rapley brings the ball up. Peter Rapley goes through the thing, and there is the whistle has gone. It's called on number 10 Gillard for holding, and it will be 2 shots for Mr. Rapley. Peter Rapley gets his free throw. And he gets his second. Ball goes up the court now. We've got about 3.5 minutes to go. It's Peter Smoth hits with the ball to Cullen. Cullen gets his two. That's his first points of the board. As Joe Humphreys brings the ball up. Joe Humphreys over to Peter Rapley. He's looking for options here. Peter Rapley with a shot up. Gets the two. He's on fire right now. Kings extend their lead. 10-4 now. And it's Gillard across to Smallhit. Smallhit will bring the ball over the halfway line. Smallhit to Gillard. And in traffic, Joe Humphreys tosses the shot off, but it goes to 21, who's long tries to go into the pass to number 20, which is Cullen, but didn't get the shot off in time. And it will be Joe Humphreys bringing the ball up here. And we're just waiting for the shot clock to kind of catch up as Peter Rapley gets the ball. The foul is called. It's going to be an end line play for the Kings here. Foul is on number 10, which is Gillard. And if you're interested in team fouls, currently it is Monarchs. It's red ball. There's an issue with the inbound, and Kings will have to go back for the inbound. It's 10-4 in the first quarter here. And it's Gillard who will bring the ball up for the Kings. And Joe Humphreys, Gillard was looking for the pass, but he's managed to get pushed off over by Humphreys, and it's Nash over to Rapley. And as I said, just upset the clock there, as it's Dramas now with the ball. Dramas, she's going to take the other shot, she gets it in, it's a cracking shot! You hear the applause, that's a great shot there by Denise. 12-4 right now. As Gillard brings the ball up now for Monarchs in the response, doesn't get the shot off, rebound goes down to Humphreys. Humphreys is trying to get the ball out, he does so to Nash. And Nash over to Rapley. Rapley with the ball up. He gets the shot off, hits the rim, comes down. It's a loose ball. It is picked up by, I believe it's Long with the ball now. It's picked over to Gillard. Peter Smith, he's got the ball. Smallhit still has the ball. He's bringing it up for Monarchs. He's looking for his options. It's a long three shot, hits the rim, comes down to Peter Rapley. And we've got about a minute to play here. The timer that you can see on the screen is out by about 30 seconds, but we'll correct it when we have an opportunity to. We're in the last minute of this quarter, and it's Nash with the ball bringing it up. And he's looking for an option here, and it's Humphreys. He's looking for Rapley, but Gillard manages to get it out. And now we've got the chance to update the clock.
Now.
And it will be Kings bring the ball in. It goes from Burton to Rapley. They keep swapping it. It hits the rim, goes down to Peter Smallhit. Now we're bringing it down. We've got about 30 seconds left in this quarter. It's 10-4 to Kings. A couple of offenses maybe here. Denise, Travis is hustling Smallhit, but it goes to Gillard. Gillard across to Cullen. Cullen with the ball up, shot goes in and up and in. So we've got about 8 seconds left in this quarter. 5 seconds, 2 seconds. Ball goes up. And that's the end of the quarter. We promised you it would be action-packed. At the end of the first quarter, it is 12-6. Okay, what a first quarter that one was. Quick little time just to thank a few people here. So we want to thank for the continuing support Kenner Radio on 106.7 in the Newbury, Thatcham and now Hungerford area. The Wokingham paper, always having us in there with the sports section. We thank them for that, as well as the Newbury Weekly News. Also, we want to thank the following guys for their continued support as well. Gazkaz for their promotional wear. If you see the Kings hoodies, shooting shirts, that all comes from Gazkaz. Guy in Newbury that's been following the Thames Valley Kings for years and is a great supporter of us. We also want to thank Dove Farms for the kind donation that they gave us that was able to, for the Kings to be able to buy a new laptop to enable us to do the live stats, which you'll see in the Premier League game right now. Berkshire Community Foundation, thank those guys for their continuing support in getting us funding, as well as the co-op local community fund. We're going to go straight over to the second quarter that's going to come up in just a few minutes. And what an action-packed first quarter on that. What do you think of that first quarter there, Ren?
I'm blown away, absolutely blown away. The Kings have come out, they've set up what they want to do, and they've gone out and done it. Some fantastic shots from both Dramis and from Rackley there.
I agree, some of those shots have been phenomenal today. It's absolutely fantastic to be able to bring you live wheelchair basketball action from the FBC Centre here in Finhampstead, outside of Wokingham, as we're going to get the second quarter underway. Here, Kings 13 lead 12-6 against the Windsor Monarchs in the Battle of Berkshire. The possession arrow is going to Monarchs, so they'll be the guys bringing the ball in. Friendly reminder that the clock on the screen has been synced by myself. If I do make an error, it does mean it will be out of sync with the game clock, but we will spend some time sorting out the game clock as we go along. It's just there for indication of how long is left in the quarter. As the second quarter gets underway, it's Gillard with the ball for Windsor Monarchs. Gillard with a shot up, hits the rim, comes down. It's going to be picked up by Dramis. He's going to bring the ball up, it looks like, as Monarchs go back for the defence. Dramis with the ball. She's got a couple of options here, but she's waiting a few seconds for some of the lads to catch up with her. As the ball goes over to Nash, and Nash with the ball up, hits the rim, comes down, but Nash gets his own rebound, hits the rim, comes down, gets his own rebound, and gets the two. And a whistle has been blown, so I believe he'll go up for one. Basket good on number, I believe it's 23 with the foul. Nash gets it, hits the rebound, but it is collected by the guys at Windsor Monarchs. It's Gillard who will be bringing the ball up. Have number 12 here, he's on the court. And he's actually, yeah, he is on this. It's Jamie Trail. Getting his first court time for the Windsor Monarchs here. Okay, we're just going to let the clock run. There's about 8:55 left. The clock is a couple of seconds out as Rapley gets it over to Nash. Nash with the ball. Shot goes up, hits the rim, comes down. It is collected by Smart Hit. as he brings it over the halfway line. And Kings are slipping a little bit. There's only a couple behind. The pass, it's long, it's strong, but it's been missed by Dewott, number 31 from Monarchs, and it will be a Kings ball again. Kings probably breathing a little sigh of relief there. He managed to get the ball back. It's a timeout being called. And it is another Monarchs timeout. I'll get the nice little graphic up there for you. And as we do, we're going to also thank a few people here. Thank you for the continuing support of Gazkaz promotional wear. If you see King's Leisure Wear, that's produced by Gazkaz out in Newbury, and we thank him for his continued support. He's been with us for a very long time, producing our leisure wear for us. Doves Farm, thank you very much for the kind donation, which enabled us to buy a new laptop for the live stats that you'll see in the Premier League game a little later on. Berkshire Community Foundation has always been there for us, helping us get crucial funding, as well as the Co-op Local Fund. We recently finished our funding round with those guys and managed to get £4,000, so thank you guys. As we go back to the action now. As the timeout ends. As Peter Rapley and the team bring the ball in for the Kings. Coming on the court now is Davis, number 94. Dramas with a shot up, hits the rim, comes down. It's collected by, well, was sort of collected by Peter Rapley. It was a bit of a tussle there between number 12, Turrell, and Rapley. As we reset the game clock on the screen. Ball is a ball brought in by Mr. Davies. Across to Denise. Davis with the reverse layup fails, but it goes to Nash, and Nash is going to want to try his own. He hits the rim, comes back down, gets the shot up, and it goes in. Lead is now 10. There's about 8 minutes left in this quarter. Kings lead by 10, 16-6. And Gillard over the Trello. He gets the shot off, hits the rim, comes down for Denise Dramas, number 24 for Kings. And these guys, oh, there's a little bit of ballet, as I like to call it, in the middle there. As Dramas gets the ball off to Nash. Nash with a shot up, hits the rim, comes down, is collected by Davies, but no, it goes to Rapley, who gets it out to Nash. Nash, shot goes up, and that's another 2 for Kings. Lead is now 12. There is 7 minutes and change left now in this quarter. As Gillard is bringing it up, the Monarchs number 10. He's displaying his options here. He's got loads of options. And gets it over to, I believe, number 21, who takes the shot. And it is collected by Chris Nash. Nash brings it over the halfway line. Here, and Peter Rapley moves in. And Nash, it's a great play on the ball. It goes in. Kings extend their lead. It's a great quarter start here by the Kings. It's number 10, Gillard, the main ball handler here. I have to admit, I am loving his chair. It's an Elite X by RGK. The ball goes to 12, but is picked off by Humphreys and Dramas. And it's these two that are going to be bringing the ball up. They're going to want to watch this 8-second roll. It's a bit of a hustle, but the ball is back with... And that ball being possession arrow. Henry hustling the ball with D-Walk. The ball goes to Kings because of the possession arrow. And we're just going to reset the clock here. We'll be saying that a lot today. 26 to the Kings here. The ball goes in to Humphreys. Humphreys with the elbow shot, goes off, comes down to Nash, who tries the reverse layup, misses the shot, and a bit of confusion on the rebound here. But they're pushing the ball again, and this time it will go over on the possession arrow to the Monarchs. Woo. And that's a spicy second quarter so far. Sub being made here. It's number 20 coming on for Harris. And number 20 is the coach, Cullen. So he brings the ball in. I've just realised Muppet here left the timeout for Monarchs up. And it's Gillard who brings the ball up for Monarchs. It goes to number 20, Cullen, who gets the shot off, hits the rebound, goes to number 55, Nash. As Davies goes down after hitting small hits, but it's Nash with the ball. No whistle's gone yet. And the whistle does go now. Davies is waiting to be picked up here in the middle of the court. A little bit of tussle here in the middle as Mr. Davies needs to be picked up off the floor. As Davies has to come out fully out of his chair. We're just waiting for a player to be brought back into his chairs. 5:14 left on the clock. 26 to the Thames Valley Kings right now. For fouls, currently there's one on Monarchs, nothing for Kings. Gillard bring the ball up to, and I probably butchers his name enough, he's probably hating me if he's watching his back. Small hit, and it's back to Gillard with the ball. We're going Gillard with a shot up, hits the rim, comes down, and it looks like he won't get his own rebound. .457, and coming on for the Kings is Cavendish, number 15 for Humphreys. 4:57 left on the shot. Ball goes from George to Mr. Rapley. Mr. Rapley brings it over the halfway line. Strong defence coming in. The ball goes to Nash, goes back from Nash to Rapley. Rapley with the elbow shot. Ball goes up, whistle goes. It's going to be 2 shots to Rapley. He'll be licking his lip for those 2 shots. Especially he's been on fire with his free throws so far. Hopefully I haven't jinxed him there. He misses the first one. Rapley with a second, bounces up and goes in. The lead is now 15. As the ball comes into play. Four minutes and change left as the ball is brought up. Cullen's trying to grab the ball from Gillard, but it goes to Davies. He's looking for an outlet, finds one with Denise Dramus. Over to Peter Rapley, as Rapley brings it over the halfway line. Rapley with a shot up, hits the rim, comes down. Still to come today, it's going to be Thames Valley Kings 2 against Titans 3, and then Kings versus Titans in the Premier League. As 21 brings it up to Gillard. Gillard over to DeWatt. Ball comes down. It's going to be a Kings ball. .351 left on the clock. I am getting used to having this new timer on things. I hope my commentary hasn't been affected by it, but we're trying to sort this out. So Nash comes off for Joe Humphreys. And we're sorted. We're going to go and carry on with this second quarter. Kings leading by 15. 3:44 left on the clock. Humphreys with the ball. And it's the travel on Humphreys. And it'll be some more hitting it in to Gillard. So going in, a lot of options available. Ball goes up, bit of a hustle with the ball. Couldn't get it off to Cullen, it comes off Rapley. And there's a quick sub now. As Ben Harris comes on for Peter Smorrit. Ball hits the rim by 31. There, who is DeWatt, but it goes back for a rebound from Kings. And it's going to be Rapley bringing the ball up for Kings. He's directing traffic. And the ball goes over to Denise Stramus. 3 seconds in the key. Unfortunately, I've already messed the clock up as Gillard brings the ball down. So hopefully we can get it updated. Ball comes off the rim, goes down, but it's collected by Humphreys. And it's Rapley with the ball. He's going to have to try and get it over that mark. And does. It goes to Humphreys. So 2.5 minutes left in this quarter and the half as Joe Humphreys has the ball up here. The Thames Valley Kings Hall of Famer. He's been with the club now 16 years. And Belize Dramas comes off court. And it will be now a ball brought in by Ben Harris of the Monarchs. As he gets it in to Gillard. He's looking for some options here. Ball goes into Long. Long is looking for the shot. There is a foul drawn. And he'll go up for his two. That's a foul on Peter Rapley. And it'll be Long. We're going up for two. What a shot that was. Great free throw. Ball goes up, it doesn't hit the rim. That is why the ball becomes a King's ball. If it's a rebound, it has to hit the rim. If you're doing a wheelchair basketball, that's a rule with free throws. Forgot to mention here, we've got a young lad joining the court here. Jamie Bedford is joining. Number 9, wearing the number 9 shirt. He'll be inbounding it in the corner here as he goes to Humphreys. As Dramus has the ball now. Ball goes over to Humphreys. Humphreys over to Cavendish, number 15. And back over, number 6, Humphreys. He'll look for those elbow shots. He'll put them up all day long. Hits the rim, comes down. Unfortunately, the referee is in my view. Goes to 21, which is DeWatt. Gets brought over to 21, which is Long. Long. He's got a chance. Free chance for the basket and gets it. And we've got just about a minute to half time. Kings lead by 12. Ball comes out. Goes to Cavendish, to Dramus, who gets it over the halfway line. She's holding on to the ball. She's looking for options and gets it with Joe Humphreys. Davis is putting in a clinic here, trying to find space. Humphreys is looking for his options. Goes across to Dramus, and Dramus tries to get the shot away. I'm surprised the foul hasn't been called there, but the ball goes loose and will be picked up by the guys here. And looks like there's going to be a sub being made here. I just think there needs a bit of experience, and it will be Davis coming off for Nash. And there's about 37 seconds left in this quarter as Gillard brings the ball up. Goes over to Cullen. Cullen's got a chance to shoot here. Draws the foul and will get a chance to go to the line for 2. Ball goes around. Collard gets his first one. First one. Ball goes up, does not hit the rim, and comes back down. Bit of a press here. As Humphreys grabs the ball. Looking for an option. Gets there now. DeWatt gets the ball. Goes into Cullen. Cullen goes for 2. Deficit is now 9. Seconds run out in the half. Quick! Buzzer goes.
Commentary getting very tense here, very exciting.
Yeah, 21-12. The clock, the ref was counting the clock. Yeah, and that is half-time in our first of our triple header. Kings lead 21-12. Oh, I'm going to need to sit down after that one. 21-12 here at half time. What we're going to do is just do some promotions here. We'll be back shortly with the second half.
Something is happening in the UK at the moment. More and more people are getting obese, and that number is only going one way. The number of people with various mental disorders is on the rise. I'm seeing more and more people walk through my door, not looking forward to the next day in their lives. I want to buck the trend, and I truly believe that therapy size could be the missing piece in your jigsaw of life. When you want to sort out your body, you go and see a PT or a fitness professional. When you want to sort out your head, you might go and see a therapist or a psychologist. Well, I'm telling you now, you can do both at the same time and under one roof. And that roof is therapy size. There is no one size fits all when it comes to the most important project you're ever going to work on. That project is you. It deserves your full attention. Affirmations, meditation, mindfulness, cognitive priming, flexibility, strength training, boxing, conditioning. I'm pretty sure I have the right tools that are perfect for you. I've had clients lose the amount of weight that's in this dumbbell, but the key is finding out what you actually want and then together devising a plan of action. All coaching is done here at the Hub or online at home. It really is up to you. You decide.
Okay, we're in half time here. It's 21-12 to Thames Valley Kings third team against the Windsor Monarchs. We just want to have a quick shout out to thank Gazkaz Promotional Wear, who do all the leisure wear that we have at the Thames Valley Kings here. Also the Berkshire Community Foundation, who have been instrumental in providing us funding and helping us find funding streams to continue the great work we do here. Also the Doves Farm, who gave us a great donation that enabled us to buy a new laptop to enable us to do live stats for our Premier League game that is coming soon. And also to the Co-op Local Community Fund, who have allowed us to be one of their local organisations and have managed to raise us £4,000 from their Co-op giving scheme. Also a quick shout out for the continuing support that we get from Kennet Radio at 106.7 in Newbury, Thatcham and now Hungerford, as well as the Wokingham Paper, who are always fantastic with their sports section, always include us and always retweet the work we do, especially when we're trying to promote games here at the FBC Centre, and also to the Newbury Weekly News. So right now we'll be back with the second half of this encounter very soon. It's 21 Thames Valley Kings third team against 12 for the Windsor Monarchs, and the second half will be beginning in about 5 minutes. A great little performance there from the Thames Valley Kings in that first half, but they'll need to watch this chasing Windsor Monarchs in the second half. And I can see these guys really giving them a hard time in the second half. And we hope you're enjoying this as much as we are presenting it to you. We'll be back with the second half very shortly. Just a couple minutes left before we get underway in this
Something is happening in the UK.
Just to let you know, there are other Division 3 South fixtures happening this weekend.
Are getting obese.
Obviously, you're here watching Kings 3 versus Monarchs.
A number of people,
but also, starting in about a minute's time, we're going to have the Folkestone Arrows up against the Sussex Bears second team. That one tips off at 12:30, as well as Aces seconds against the Brixton Ballers. That one is scheduled for 1:30. Lots of matches going on here in Division 3 South.
Truly believe
full board. There are
therapy
7
size
teams
could be the
in
missing
this
piece in your jigsaw of life.
division. So the Hampshire Harriers are
When you want to
sorting
sort
out
out your
this
body,
fixture weekend, but
you
this
go and
is
see a
gonna be
PT
full
or
round of
fitness
fixtures in
professional.
Division 3 South.
When you want to sort out your head, you might go and see a
So
therapist
we really
or a
hope
psychologist.
if you're
Well, I'm
around
telling you now,
these areas,
you can do
and
both
you want to go and see
at the same
live
time
basketball,
and under one roof. And that
hopefully,
roof
if you are watching
is therapy size.
Anywhere near,
There is
any
no
of these
one size
locations, go and
fits all
see it live.
when it comes to the
So
most
much better than
important
watching it
project
over a
you're ever
live
going to
stream.
work on. That project is you. It deserves your full
There's a
attention.
little problem there. I've just got to
meditation,
go fast. Let me turn that one off.
mindfulness, cognitive priming, flexibility, strength training,
let's not do
boxing,
that.
conditioning. I'm pretty sure I have the right
Tickety-boo,
tools that are perfect for you.
tickety-boo. Making
I've had
mistakes.
clients
Bear in mind we
lose
are
the amount of
amateurs
weight.
here, as we're going to go back to the second half.
That worked so well in rehearsal as well, Pete.
It did work so well in rehearsals. Oh, and I've just managed to clear the scores as well. That's always fun. He doesn't know what he's doing.
You can't count either.
He can't count. It's
21-12, and we've given them an extra point.
we're giving him an extra point there. There we go. 21-13 there. 21-12, right? Rather.
It's the blind leading the blind.
It is something leading the blind. At least I know the players' names today. I will say that.
Helps.
Here we are going to go in the second half here. Kings with a 9-point lead, 21-12. About 10 seconds left. But we'll get it set up for the third quarter. A little reminder, if you have joined us before the start of this game, the timer that you see on the screen is being synced by myself as part of the live stream package. So it will at times go out of sync with the actual game clock, but we will obviously correct that as we go. It's there really to give you an indication of how much time is left in the game. Something we started in this stream and we hope to carry on throughout the season. At least you haven't got a message somebody to ask what the score is every 5 seconds. It's there in the bottom left hand corner. It will be Joe Humphreys of the Thames Valley Kings starting off this second half. Here we go. Second half is underway. Thames Valley Kings wins the Monarchs, the Battle of Berkshire. West versus East. Joe Humphreys with the shot, hits the rim. And the ball has been collected. Ball goes over to Gillard. Gillard brings the ball up. Cullen with the ball. The whistle has gone. And the foul is on Humphreys. And it will be Long who's going to inbound the ball here. He gets it over to Gillard. Gillard with a shot up. Cullen is in the key. Gets the 2 shots up. Deficit is now 7. And it's Dramas who picks the ball up from the low shot. Goes over to Williamson, one of the Kings' newest players. As it's Humphreys over to Nash. Nash to Humphreys. Shot goes up. And it's straight in. And you could hear the reaction from Reece Barker there. I think he liked that one. And it is Gillard bringing the ball up for the Monarchs. Here, the ball's up. He's looking for his options, goes to Cullen. He's had a bit of a straight, but it hits the rim, comes off, goes to Joe Humphreys. Humphreys will be looking to get the ball out. Bit of a press on here. Nash, they're going to want to get the ball over the halfway line, and they do with Dramus. Great pass there by Nash. She's looking up options. Goes back to Nash. Nash across to Humphreys. An explosive start to this second half here as Humphreys gets the ball across to Nash. Nash with the ball up, and it goes straight in. What a comeback shot. It's 25-14, 8 minutes on the clock. Gillard brings the ball up. Gillard with the ball. Over to number 21. It was Long who gets his two. And this one's going to be a fight to the end, I feel, as Nash and Joe swap places. Dramus gets the ball. She's covering things off. It's Humphreys again. Ball goes in. It's a great pass, but it's not picked up by Nash. Gillard brings the ball up. And it's a poor pass that goes over to Gillard. And it's Brighton with the ball, trying to think about what they're going to do here. And the ball flips around. And it's Dewart with the ball here, number 31, across to Cullen, and he's looking for the shots. The shot rolls off the rim, goes to Nash, and he passes it to Naomi, but she's not looking at the ball there. The goal ball goes back to Monarchs with Dewart over to. Oh no! It's a foul on Cullen by Nash. And sub here, it's going to be Williamson for Rapley. 6:37 on the clock. And it's going to be 2 shots for Cullen. Cullen just needs to keep his composure here. He knows he can get these free throws. Ball goes up, goes in. That's more like it. Ball goes into Ramos, over to Humphreys now. Humphreys is going to be looking for the pass here as Peter Rapley rolls in and he draws the foul. And at the other end, it's going to be Rapley with 2. It's the rim, it comes down. Ball goes in. And the deficit is now 9 points. It's 26-17, and we've got around about 6 minutes 20 left. Gillard brings the ball up for Monarchs. And they're putting in a clinic today, Monarchs. The ball goes up. Number 21 here. Ball hits the rim, comes down, he gets his own rebound. And it's going to be a Monarchs ball. I think the ball went out of play and went back in. So it's going to be number 21. Long bringing the ball in. Shot goes up. It's missed. It's picked up by Dewalt though, and he is off the court.
That was punish him for it. Pick him out.
The ball goes over to Rapley. Gets it over the halfway line. Ball goes over to Wayne Barton. Ball goes up. Hey, that's 2 from Wayne Barton there. Ball goes out of play. Just going to reset the clock before this one starts. And it is Gillard with the ball, bringing it up. Goes over to... would have gone to Cullen, but the ball was pushed up by Wayne Barton. And it will be a Monarchs ball. I really should stop the clock. Ball bounces off the rim. Ball goes across to Peter Rapley. It worked anyway. Goes over to Peter Rapley. He's looking through traffic. Goes to Wayne Barton. He won't get the shot off though. And it will be a 3-second call. The basket won't count. Apologies, but the clock is way out of sync here. We will correct that for you. 5 minutes left in the quarter. 28-17 to Thames Valley Kings 13 against this Windsor Monarch team. The Battle of Berkshire. And it's Gillard bringing the ball up. And it's a 3-second call on Tyrrell. And it's Joe Humphreys now with the ball, bringing it up to Dramus. Dramus hits the rim, comes down, is collected by Cullens, and the turnover, and it goes straight to Dramus, back again. She'll get a second opportunity. She gets over to Joe Humphreys, and it goes to Rapley, who charges in, and he gets his 2. And I think Reece Barker loved that moment. And it's Monarchs now bringing the ball up. The clock is a little bit out. There's about 4 minutes left on the clock. I will correct it the next time we have a stoppage in play. And Nash, a turnover to Cullen. Ball goes down. It's picked up by Turrell. Gets the shot off, but doesn't get enough power on it. It goes to Rapley, who collects. Rapley across to Humphreys. And Burden now, number 96, in the corner with the ball. It goes over to Rapley. Whistle goes, ball doesn't go in, but it will be 2 shots to Peter Rapley. And we will just correct the clock there. We're a little bit fast on ourselves. But it will be Peter Rapley going to line for 2. And Peter Rapley won't be impressed with that one. Ball goes up, bounces out of the rim, and it's collected by Cullen. As we start the clock, it's Turrell with the ball. Oh, and he's miscontrolled his chair there. That's unfortunate. And He puts the pressure back on Rapley.
Get it over!
They want to get it over the ball here. Goes to Dramus, but she's unable to collect the pass. And you get the impression here that Kings just need to chill out a little bit. As we got subs here, Denise Dramus is coming off for Henry Davis.
Go ball, Henry! Go ball! Go ball! Go ball! Good lad, well done.
And the ball goes over to Cullen, but he can't pick the ball up. It's picked up by Nash now. Just under 3 minutes remaining, and Rapley is dealing with traffic here for the Kings as he brings the ball up. Rapley, ball goes over to Henry, who's wide open. He gets it too. Little thumb up of approval there from Burton over to Davis. It's a great basket. The chant of defence coming from the Kings players now. Ball goes in, and it's Gillard. It can't quite get the ball. Oh, sorry, not Gillard. Sorry, it's Cullen that couldn't quite get the ball. There is a timeout called. We'll start the clock. We'll refresh it and get the timeout waiver up. And it is a timeout now for the Windsor Monarchs. 32-17 the score. 2 minutes 22 left on the clock. Just a reminder, this is not the only fixture in Division 3 South today. We've also got the Folkestone Arrows and Sussex Bears. They've literally just tipped off. 12:30 tip was scheduled for there. Sussex Bears 2 will be going to Folkestone Arrows, hoping to find their first win of the season. We've also got Ace's second team hosting the Brixton Ballers. That is at 1:30. Fun. We all love a bit of wheelchair basketball action. Well, at least I do.
You're not alone. You're not alone.
We're not alone, I'm going to say there. We'll do a beautiful... Get rid of the little timeout zone ball. Let's not have that floating around for 20 seconds like we did last time. Kings 13, 32, Monarchs 17, 2-2-2 on the clock. And if you're interested in fouls, it's also 2 apiece. So the scoreboard is looking all full of 2s right now. And it will be Burton bringing the ball in for the Thames Valley Kings after that timeout from the Windsor Monarchs. It's going to be Humphreys now. Looking for options here. He has got Rapley. And the ball goes loose, but it is picked up by Gillard. Gets it over to Cullen, but Cullen loses the ball. It's flicked out of him by Nash. Goes over to Barton. He'll go for a chance. Hits the rim, comes down to Gillard again. Woo! And it's number 12 now. Jamie Terrell bringing the ball up for Monarchs. He's looking for the ball. Goes to Gillard. And it's shot over by Rapley. It comes off a Monarchs player. No, it comes off a Kings player, sorry. No, it's... Who did it come off? Whose ball is it? Is it a Kings ball? It is. The refs are debating it. And I'll tell you what I will do. The whistle's gone and the clock's still going, and I do apologise for that. And 1:42 left on the clock. And it's Rapley, number 13. Over to Humphreys at number 6. He's looking for options, but he'll take the shot himself. Hits the rim, comes down, picked up by Devart. Over to, I believe that's Cullen. And it's Jimmy Terrell gets the ball in, and it's 2 for the Monarchs there. I do apologise if I am getting your names wrong. It's Tell, I believe. Probably butchered that as well, and I do apologise. A whistle blown. And we've got a problem with a chair over here. I believe Davis has got a problem with a chair. And the substitute is in. So we can start here. It's going to be Humphreys bring the ball up. He'll get it to Nash. Nash will get it over to Rapley. And as we carry on here, Rapley over to Nash. Nash, he's been getting those all day. And that's another 2 from Nash. And we've got about 46 seconds left on the clock in this third quarter. 15-point deficit now. That's Gillard with the ball. Over to Cullen. Cullen gets the ball up, but it goes down to Nash. Nash directing traffic. And there's a bit of a press being put on here by Monarchs, but Rapley gets it over the line for Kings. As we carry on here, and a lot of arms flailing around, looking for that ball. Dramas over to Nash. Nash over to Humphreys. Humphreys ball up, and the ball goes in.
That's some good play.
That was a very good play there. There's pocket change left, but the whistle does go. And I believe there's a whole second left in this third quarter.
Anything could happen in that last second.
There we go. That's the end of the third, ladies and gentlemen. Kings 36 to 19 from Windsor Monarchs. And a little bit of order restored there at the end of that third quarter. And we're going to jump across to the fourth very soon. In a couple of minutes, in fact. And whilst we do that, a very quick little shout out to the Kennet Radio 106.7 in Newbury, Thatcham, and now Hungerford over here in West Berkshire. Wokingham Paper, thank you so much. It's always great to have support of our local press. Thank you for retweeting all week our match schedule that we've had. Also, thank you to the Newbury Weekly News. If you're over in the West Berkshire area, they're doing a fantastic job looking after us as well, making sure that our press releases hit the pages of their newspaper. So, if you are just joining us, we're about to start the fourth quarter here. And it is Kings 36, Windsor Monarchs 19. It's been a cracking game here for this Division 3 team. Very little word here about the timer on the screen. The timer on the screen is actually controlled by myself and will be synced with the game clock. It does get a little bit out of sync, but we will update it as the game goes on. It's really there to give you guys an indication of how far into the game we are. And we've literally got just a few minutes before the start of this one. And I will mention here the number 5, the purple hair damsel that's joining us is not Liam Barker. She is, unfortunately, I cannot remember the name of the player, and that's really bad on me. I do apologise. But she's joining us here. I believe that her surname is Johnson. Don't quote me on that. May have got that one wrong. But it will be Kings based on the possession arrow who will be starting off this fourth quarter. And it's Hall of Famer Joe Humphreys who will bring the ball in to Wayne Barden. And we're away here in the final quarter of this matchup. I want to also extend a thank you as the ball goes up and over for Joe Humphreys. The ball goes out of play. I want to express my thank you to our cameraman Ren, always doing a cracking job. Probably the only person that nobody actually complained about during the last stream last weekend. And we continue this quarter with Gillard bringing the ball up for the Monarchs. Ball goes up, it's free, but it doesn't go in, hits the rim. And small hit. It is a Monarchs ball. I'll tell you what we'll do, we'll just quickly update that clock. I've got a feeling I'm going to be doing that all afternoon. PT Watt bringing the ball in. Oh, it's a great tooth. We've actually in this forward. There's a bit of pressure here, but I think Nash will absorb that pressure quite nicely. It will go straight to Dremus, gets it over, and it's now Humphreys with the ball. Number 6, Humphreys with the ball over to Nash. What a pass that was to Nash. Goes down to Burton, who is unmarked, and he'll pick up the rebound, and it goes to Dremus. Dremus, shot goes up, and it's number 5 from Kings, who gets her own rebound. It goes back to Dremus, and what a great first performance there. I believe it's Johnson for Kings. As it's Gillard bring the ball up, number 10, to Smurrit. Great little spin there. He'll get the shot over, but it goes to Dremus, who collects the ball. Let's look for an outlet, guys, and let's try and get the ball up the court. Let's get a little bit of a press here, and they're going to want to get it over before that 8 seconds, and they do not do so. Just going to update the clock. We're a second out there. 8:06 left in this fourth quarter. Smurrit across to Gullard. He was looking for a cheeky 3 there, but it goes to Cullen, who gets the ball up. Ball hits the rim, comes down. Nash and Dremus, no communication there, and it goes back to. Goes back. Oh no, it is still a Kings ball. I thought it was actually going to be a Monarchs ball. And Gullard and Cullen there tried his luck. Couldn't quite get the ball. Let's get the ball over the second mark. I've forgotten to restart the clock. I'll sort that out in a second. But it's the ball goes Humphreys to Johnson over to Dremus with the 2. And we will worry about the clock now. I do apologise. And there's about 7:21 left on the clock. And it's Gillard across. Smurrit will take the shot from there. Hits the rim, comes down, is collected by number 5 for the Kings. Over to Humphreys. Ball goes over, but is collected by number 21, Long of the Monarchs. He's trying to go through traffic and loses the ball, but the foul has been called. And the foul is on Dremus. Who is with Gillard of the Monarchs. Ball goes in. 3 seconds in the kick. Will be a Kings ball there. We've got a substitution. Denise Dremus for George Cavendish for the Kings. Bit of a press being applied here. Goes over to Cavendish. It's picked up by Smurrit, who gets the ball. And an easy layup there. I have a feeling there might be another little bit of a press here. Over to Cavendish. Cavendish is looking for options. Goes to Nash. Nash across to Humphreys. And Humphreys with the ball in the corner, over to Nash. Nash now, shot goes up, comes down. Goes back to number 21, Long, and the ball is then back over to Cullen. Cullen over to Smorrit. He gets another 2. Deficit's now 15. The ball goes over with Cavendish. Just ignore the clock at the bottom of the screen as we've got now Burton with the ball. Over to Humphreys. Humphreys across to Nash. Nash with the shot up, hits the rim, comes down. And it's now over to Long. And Monarchs have found their rhythm here. Ball comes down, and it's not picked up by Kings player. It goes back to Long, gets the shot up, hits the rim, comes back down to Cullen. He hits the rim, comes down, but it's Nash who gets the rebound for the Kings. He's just been hustled with the ball. Cullen gets the ball up, hits the rim, and the foul is finally called. And it's going to be a timeout called by the Kings.
A quick shout out to Big Rich there for looking after us so well at the PT. Give us a wave, Rich. There we go.
He's on the camera. So it is going to be a Kings timeout here, the first of theirs for today. 4:32 left on the clock, 40-25. I do apologise for having a bit of the hustle there with the clock. Unfortunately, I lost control of it. I just let it run, and like I said, we're just going to reset it when there is a break in play. And whilst we have this timeout, we're going to give a very quick shout out. We want to thank for the continuing support of GazCaz Promotional Wear, Berkshire Community Foundation, Doves Farm, and the Co-op Local Community Fund here as King's Timeout is just about to end. And we look forward to having the rest of this fourth quarter between Monarchs and Kings. Ball goes over to Nash for the Kings. One man press being applied by Monarchs. Ball goes over and goes to Barnum. And it goes back to Nash. Nash is looking for options. Doesn't find it with Joe Humphreys, unfortunately. Ball goes down. It's a foul on number. I couldn't see who the number was, unfortunately. But it will be a Monarchs ball. 15-point deficit, and they'll want to push that one right to the end, I imagine. Cullen with the ball. Plenty of options. Ball goes over the long, but it's Rapley's hand that stops the pass. And the whistle blows. And I didn't stop the clock on the last time out. I'm having a picker with this clock. This is going to be fun today. Gillard with the ball over to Cullen, 20. Deficit's now 13. And Kings will want an answer here. Ball goes over to Rapley. Rapley has the ball around, goes to Burton, who flicks the ball out, but just let it roll.
Bit of a discussion going on there.
Kings are protesting that there was a tap on the ball from Monarchs ball, and it looks like they were correct. Got 11 seconds on the shot clock here. Kings will want to do something. Long pass across to Nash, who manages to get it. Bit of a tussle there. Shot to the face, but the ball goes in. I believe that was Humphreys. Ball goes in. Monarchs here. Long, it's Gulland. He gets the two. He's had a cracking game today. And it's Rapley who will bring the ball up for Kings. 2.5 minutes left. What can Kings do here? Cavendish. She'll try and get the shot up, but it goes to Humphreys, who gets the rebound. He hits the rim, goes back to Cullen. He's saying no more. We're coming up to about 2 minutes left. Here, it goes to Long. Here it goes off. I think he should have waited and just taken the shot himself. There's going to be a shot here. Comes off the rim, goes to Chris Nash. Chris Nash to Rapley. They're moving around. Fouled on 33. I'd also want to watch that. If he does that again, I would be very surprised if the ref doesn't call an unsportsman as the ball comes in to Kings. There's Humphreys with the ball. Displaying his options, goes to Chris Nash. Chris Nash looking for an outlet, takes the outlet with the shot, goes to Long, who pushes the ball back, and it goes back to Humphreys of the Kings. He goes up, and it's up and over, goes back to number 20, Cullen. And it's Dewart with the ball here, looking for an outlet, finds one with Gillard. Long is out for the outlet for Gillard, and he gets it up and over. And there's another two. And there's about a minute left on the clock here at the FBC Centre in this game. And it's Humphreys over to Rapley, who gets an extra two. And there's about 47 seconds left on the ball. Gillard with the ball. Here, bringing it up. Hustling the player, hits the Graham, comes down, goes to long. He'll want to fancy his chances. And he does it, gets the 2. And I believe there's going to be subs here. And a timeout called by Windsor Monarchs. Oh, sorry here. The referee's saying no substitutions, no timeout. They didn't call it quick enough. It's a white ball here. They obviously didn't inform the table quick enough. Bit of a hustle being, two-man hustle being here. Brought on by the Kings. Rapley grabs the ball. Ignore the clock on the screen. There's actually 19 seconds left here as the ball gets picked up by Gillard, but is then picked up by Nash. Nash to Rapley. Rapley, ball up, and there's the 2. There is 7 seconds left, and that is the timeout call there. So there is 7.6 seconds on the clock, and it is going to be a timeout this time. He says, as the clock doesn't decide to behave itself. The joys of being live. Kings 46, Monarchs 33, 7 seconds left. Monarchs timeout. We're at the tail end of this one. Kings 13, 46, Monarchs 33. And it's gonna be deep in the quarter.
Know where the ball's going.
Ball goes in. Just a few seconds remaining, and this is going to be a last second 3, but goes wide. Are we even going to stop the clock? No, that's it. Oh. Well, there's, I believe, is going to be the final score. Not the halftime score, the final score. It's Kings with a victory here, 46-33 in an epic encounter, and fantastic game. The Battle of Berkshire goes west, and we hope to see these guys later on in the season for the return match. But it's been a fantastic competition. I'm going to apologise now in case any of the Windsor Monarch guys have had their names called incorrectly. But I'm just so glad you gave me the team sheet, guys. Fantastic game for both sides. A lot of learning experience for both teams. And I think both teams will be happy with that performance. The game ends here. Kings 46, Monarchs 33. And we'll catch you in a little while with the Division 2 game. I'm going to see if I can quickly grab a bit of a team talk with Maurice Barker, who's going to be the assistant coach for the Division 2 team before that one starts. But watch out for the Kings YouTube channel. We'll be back shortly with the Division 2 game.